We had a lot of discussion in our house after Sunday's sermon about do not resist an evil person, to turn the other cheek, and all those examples Jesus gave. Like, how could anyone live that way and not become a doormat? And you can't live that way in the real world. It was a really good discussion because it showed all of us, me included, how radical and how we're struggling with the radicalness and, if you like, the offensiveness of Jesus' teaching. But let me just give you 3 things to think about to help you in your thinking as you think about this. The first one, it's the way Jesus lived. He did not resist the evil person. Isaiah tells us he was led like a lamb to the slaughter. And he wasn't anyone's doormat because he was living in the reality of the presence of the kingdom of God in the care of his Father. The second thing is, it really depends on what you understand the real world really is. For the followers of Jesus, the most real world isn't the solid physical world that we see around us, the visible world, which is temporary, but the invisible world, the present reality of the kingdom of God, which is both here now and eternal. So if we fix our minds on God, then the reality of God comes into our minds and into our lives, for what God wants done is done. And even in the situation where someone is acting evilly towards us, the reality of God and his kingdom is more profound even than that. And it really is the voice you listen to creates the reality that we live from. So living in the awareness of the kingdom of God now in your life. And the third thing is, Jesus wants us to be able to answer the question, well, who will look after me if I don't look after myself? Jesus wants us to be able to answer that question through not just because we read it in the Bible, but through our experience that the Lord is my shepherd. And because he is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. I can even walk through the valley of the shadow of death and not fear evil coming from other persons, because he is with me. So just things to think about as we struggle through Jesus' teaching.